Hey everyone, I'm Justin with 702pros.com. In this video, I'm going to tell you the 3 steps that I take when creating the perfect business name for a startup. Let's get started. We're back. All right, so the 3 steps that I take when I'm creating any business name, and let's get started on those. So step 1, I'm going to jump right in. Bang! We're going to jump right in. Step number 1. So step number 1, you're going to take the 2 main words that describe your business, and you're going to brainstorm. So step 1 is brainstorm. So let's take a dog walking service, for instance. So the first word is dog and then walking. So I do dog walking. Those are the 2 main words. You want to name your business dog walking. Because that's just a generalized keyword. No one's gonna remember. They're gonna remember dog walking, but that's what describes your business. That's not really a name. I see that a lot with local businesses. We live in Las Vegas, so I'll see Las Vegas Landscaping Company, and I own a web design company. So there's a few businesses named Las Vegas Web Design. I don't know how they're doing. They're just naming their website that, and that's what they're calling themselves. But for me, with branding, that has no resonance with anyone. It doesn't resonate with anyone, and I would never use that word for my business. So you don't want to use something really generic. That's just a little tip when you're coming up with a business name. So dog walking, we're going to think of those 2 words. So the first one's dog, the second one's walking. So you can go into like a thesaurus or synonym program. And I'll put some links below. Also, we're going to do a post for this. So if you go to my website, you can read the post and click on some of the links that will bring you to tools that are going to help you come up with that name. So the first word is dog. The second word is walking. So we're going to use dog. What are some words that pertain to that? Canine, pup, maybe buddy. Something really that describes a dog, or man's best friend, whatever it may be. Just an example. And then walking. So you have walking, you have skipping, you have even adjectives that describe walking, like movement or swift, fast. So we're going to describe that. So let's say canineskips.com. That might be the name of the business, Canine Skips. So that's going to bring us directly into step number 2 when I'm coming up with a business name. So I'm going to take those 2 words, I'm going to come up with a bunch of different variations of it. So remember, take that first word, take the second word. And why I say to come up with 2 words is for step number 2 specifically, because you want to find a .com. So step number 2 is find the .com or domain for your business. So what a domain, or that's the website. So google.com, facebook.com, that's the domain, and that's the name of their business. So a lot of why I recommend coming up with 2 words is because a lot of 1 word names are taken. Facebook is a 2 word name, Facebook. They took those 2 together, compiled it into 1 word. So we're going to take all those variations of words from our first example, the synonyms of what we do, and we're going to plug it into GoDaddy.com or Namecheap.com, one of the domain registers online. So if you go over to GoDaddy.com and you type in that first example was pupskip, pupskip.com. So we're going to try that out, see if it's available. If it's not available, keep trying variations and keep brainstorming. What is your business really about? This was just an example of a dog walking service, but you could take your business and there's tons of different variations of what you could do. Let's go back to that another little tip. So with the dog, you don't have to name it dog or canine. It could be buddy, or it could be scout. It could be like a name for that for a dog. And then that could go into your branding too. It could be Scout the dog, and you're walking him. There you go. So that kind of goes within branding, which is a part of coming up with the name. The name is your initial step in creating a brand around your business. So go to GoDaddy.com or Namecheap.com and do a search and find one that's available. Sometimes they're available and people are selling them, so that's something you want to think about. And try and find one that has never been listed. Okay, so step number 2 gone. Now let's talk about step number 3. Step number 3 is if this is a new business, you're going to have to register the business name. So you're going to go to your state licensing board and you're going to look up that name. So why I recommend doing the domain in step 2 is if the domain was available, then your chances are that name is going to be available on a state level. Because if someone had a business for that, they probably got the domain. So that's you want to search that and then make sure it's available on a state level. We live in Nevada, so I can go on to the Nevada State Licensing Board and do a entity search, and I can search for that name. So when I registered 702pros.com, my business, I did a search on the Nevada State Entity search and made sure it was available, and it was. So then I had all 3 of those criteria met, and I was able to start branding the business. So those are the 3 steps. Brainstorm what your business is about, come up with a bunch of different names that describe it, fun names maybe, and compile them together. And then you're going to go to the domain register site and see if it's available. And then you're going to go to the state licensing board and see if it's available. And once all those criteria are met, you want to go ahead and register the domain first, and then you want to go to the state board and do your licensing. Registering the domain first, that's why I recommend that, because it's only about $12, whereas getting a license depends on the state, but here it ranges probably about $400 to $500 when you're starting, depending on the business. So after you're done with your name, next step is branding, and we'll do a video on that. If you want a video on branding, leave me a comment below or email me at 702pros@gmail.com. Also, if you like this video, if you want to see more of these videos, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ding the little bell for notifications. I think the notifications tell you when a new video is coming up. So if you want to see more branding videos, if you want to see videos on doing website design and slogan creations and name creations, that's what we specialize right here on this channel. So thank you for watching. Again, my name is Justin with 702pros.com, and I'll see you next time.